While attempting to put the controversy behind him may have been the first order of business, now Axl is facing another challenge.
Welcome to Unspoken Minutes, the place where music meets controversy. Rock music has always been about pushing boundaries, challenging authority, questioning norms, and sometimes crossing lines that get people very angry. Today, we're counting down 20 rock songs that offended the most people. From political protest to explicit lyrics and from religious outrage to all-out bans, these tracks stirred up so much heat that they made headlines, sparked debates, and in some cases, got the bands in serious trouble. Let's crank up the volume and dive in. 20. God Save the Queen. Sex Pistols, 1977. Released during Queen Elizabeth II's Silver Jubilee, this punk anthem called "The Monarchy a Fascist Regime." Banned by the BBC and chain record stores, it still shot to number 2 in the UK charts. And some say it was actually number 1 before being mysteriously blocked. 19. Closer, 9 Inch Nails, 1994. Industrial rock meets raw lust. With the infamous "I want to explicit you like an animal" lyric. It was banned on radio in its original form, but Trent Reznor's unapologetic delivery made it a defining track of the 90s. 18. Suicide Solution, Ozzy Osbourne, 1980. A song about alcohol abuse turned into a media nightmare when Ozzy was accused of inspiring teen suicides. He claimed it was an anti-drinking message, but that didn't stop lawsuits and outrage. 17. Jeremy, Pearl Jam, 1991. Inspired by a real school shooting, its haunting music video, ending with the image of a blood-covered classroom, was both praised and criticized. MTV aired it in heavy rotation, but some parents' groups called it irresponsible. 16. Cop Killer, Body Count, 1992. Ice-T's metal band dropped this track about police brutality, and it caused such a storm that even the US president and vice president condemned it. Record stores boycotted the album, and Ice-T eventually removed the song to stop death threats. 15. Better by You, Better Than Me. Judas Priest, 1978. You listen to the blood flowing my veins. Another song pulled into a subliminal message controversy after 2 teens attempted suicide. A court case claimed hidden commands encouraged self-harm. The band was acquitted, but their image took a hit. 14. 1 in a Million. Guns N' Roses, 1988.
While attempting to put the controversy behind him may have been the first order of business, now Axl is facing another challenge.
Featuring racially and homophobically charged lyrics, this track sparked backlash from critics, fans, and fellow musicians. Axl Rose defended it as real feelings, Poitsian, which only fueled the fire. 13. Polly London Nirvana, 1991. Based on a real kidnapping and assault case, Kurt Cobain sang from the victim's perspective. Some praised it for raising awareness, others accused it of glorifying the crime. A misinterpretation Cobain despised. 12. When the Music's Over, The Doors, 1967. Jim Morrison's stage antics during live performances of this song, especially the Miami concert, led to indecency charges. It was never the lyrics that shocked people. It was Morrison himself. 11. In the Air Tonight, Phil Collins, 1981. Not exactly offensive in the traditional sense, but urban legends about it, claiming it was about murder or revenge, made it controversial in ways Collins never intended. Yah 10, Rape Me, Nirvana, 1993. Despite being an anti-rape song, the blunt title alone had critics and conservative groups up in arms. Cobain refused to change it, saying the shock was part of the point. 9. Under My Thumb, The Rolling Stones, 1966. Mick Jagger's controlling, misogynistic lyrics drew feminist criticism for decades. Even though Jagger insisted it was satire. 8. Killing in the Name, Rage Against the Machine, 1992.
stain that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces.
An anti-police brutality anthem with the repeated "Fight yes you, I won't do what you tell me" refrain, banned from many radio stations, which only made it more popular. 7. Bodies, Drowning Pool, 2001. It's aggressive, let the bodies hit the floor. Chorus got it pulled from US airwaves after 9/11, with critics calling it insensitive. The band insisted it was about mosh pits, not violence. 6. American Idiot, Green Day, 2004.
The subliminal mindfuck America.
A punk rock takedown of US politics and media during the George W. Bush era. It became an anthem for some and a target for others, sparking boycotts. 5. Angel of Death, Slayer, 1986. Detailing Nazi Dr. Josef Mengelé's war crimes, this thrash classic was accused of glorifying the Holocaust. The band insisted it was historical storytelling, but the backlash was intense. Checker 4. Big Man with a Gun, 9 Inch Nails, 1994. A violent, sexually explicit track that critics accused of promoting misogyny. Reznor later said it was satire aimed at gangsta rap's hyper-masculinity. Checker 3. Money for Nothing, Dire Straits, 1985. The original version featured a homophobic slur in the lyrics. Common slang at the time, but heavily criticized later. Some stations still play the censored version today. Number 2. God of Thunder, Kiss, 1976. Not banned, but heavily criticized for devil worship themes during the Satanic Panic era. Kiss leaned into the outrage and sold more records because of it. 1. Imagine, John Lennon, 1971. Yes, one of the most beloved songs of all time, also offended many. Its anti-religion and anti-capitalist messages led some to call it unpatriotic. Even decades later, it's banned in some places during times of war. Final thoughts, and there you have it. 20 rock songs that rattled cages around the world. Some pushed boundaries to spark conversation. Others offended without meaning to. Either way, they all left a permanent mark on rock history. Which of these do you think crossed the line, and which were unfairly attacked? Let's talk about it in the comments. This has been Unspoken Minutes. See you next time with more music history that hits harder than a power chord at full volume.